Good day, everyone. Welcome to Discourse Contemporary, Popular, and Emergent Literature. My name is Christina Zamorez, and I'm glad to introduce to you this literary adventure. So, Discourse no, is to provide the modern literature picture, not only what is being currently read as popular modern literature, but what is it in the horizon. Today, we'll be focusing on a particular topic which is the emergent literature. But first, what do we mean by emergent literature? I know that you already have a brief um, knowledge about what is emergent literature, and I do believe that the previous discussion already discussed this one, but allow me to give you brief no idea or give me brief discussions about what is emergent literature before we proceed to our main topic for today. So when I say emergent literature, it refers to new and innovative technological advancements or innovative forms of literary expressions that are developing in response to technological advancements, changing cultural contexts, and evolving artistic practices. So basically, emergent literature is mo ni siya ang mga literature nga nag-exist nowadays or mga work nga nag-exist nowadays. Kaya when say emergent, it is coming into view or come into view. So basically, that's what is emergent literature is about. But now we'll be focusing on our main topic that is part of emergent literature work, which is the we have activity first, pictoanalysis, but sadly we have this pre-recorded discussion, so we're going to skip this one and let's proceed to our main topic. So our main topic is hyper poetry. From the word itself, poetry, I know that you already have an idea that poetry, poems, and something written works, but if there is hyper in poetry, sounds interesting, right? Hyper poetry. We will going to discuss this one. These are the list of contents that we're going to tackle for today. We have the definition of hyperpoetry, hypertext, example of hyperpoetry, and the difference between hyperpoetry and the traditional poetry. Let's go to the definition of hyperpoetry. So when I say hyperpoetry, it is a form of digital poetry that uses links using hypertext markup. It is very visual form. It is related to hypertext fiction and visual arts. The links mean that a hypertext poem has no set order. The poem moving or being generated in response to the links that user the reader or the user chooses. So, when we say digital poetry, so na siya utilization of technologies. Kaya we say digital, mo ni siya ang mga gadgets na itong gina-use right now, laptops, cell phones, or anything na related siya sa digital. So, kaning hyperpoetry, na siya combination of technology and poetry. Unlike siya sa traditional poetry nga ato ang hibalaan, which is printed poetry nga na siya linear text or exact sequence or ang content is presented siya in a fixed and sequential order. Kung unsay naa sa poem nga gisulat sa writer, mao na jud to siya. While here sa hyperpoetry, nagayuse siya og clickable links to let rather the reader explore the poem in a non-linear way. So unlike the traditional one nga fix iyang order again, ang hyperpoetry is nag-allow siya sa reader to choose their own path through the text. Pasabot nga ang poem can change and evolve depending on the choices nga ikaw reader makes. So it combines elements of visual art and interactive storytelling, making it dynamic and engaging experience. So para mas masabtan jud ninyo, I will provide example sa hyperpoetry nga makita nato sa internet by the use of digital So we have here, sample here, the hyperlinks and poems portrayed on the artist as a sipig at dawn. Okay, medyo loading siya, everybody. So, muna siya yung example by Ashley Capes. So here, makita ninyo nga, mo ni siya ang poem. I move slowly the way I imagine a sea pig might move across sand if there was ever an upheaval big enough to have. So as you see the blue one, no, mo na siya link, the sea pig. If you click that one, ma-proceed ka sa itsura sa sipig, kung unsa ang sipig. So, di ba, naa siya, ikaw nga reader, naa kay karapatan no to choose your own path through the text kung press anang novel. Pati mo sa novel kay naka hyperlink man siya. So ma-proceed ka sa novel A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man. So it depends no sa choices nga imong i-make. So na siya visual art para mag-create siya interactive storytelling unlike sa traditional one nga kung unsay printed, kung unsay gi-write dito nga poetry or poem ni writer is mauna jud to, unlike diri is na siya mga images, right, para mas masabtan nimo or engaging kaayo ang imong experience sa poem, rather. So mao to siya ang hyperpoetry. So again, hyperpoetry is naga-involve siya pun siya og set of words, phrases, and lines or etc. that are presented in variable order but set on a page much as traditional poetry does. Or it can contain parts of the poem that moved or mutate. As you can see sa akong example nga gipakita ko ganyan, na-adjoy movement, right? So, at first glance, no, ang hyperpoetry, may appear gapon siya nga similar sa traditional poetry, kay napod siya words, phrases, and lines displayed on the screen. However, unlike sa traditional poetry, again, where the sequence is fixed, hyperpoetry no, allows the arrangement of text to change. As you can see kanina sa inyong nakita. Readers can interact with the poem through click or selections, which may alter the order of words or reveal different sections. Katong gi-click na to ang novel, ang sipig na ato ta sa another section. So additionally, ang uban hyperpoems naga-include sila elements nga nag-move or change, or text might animate or shape positions or change colors as you engage it. So mo to siya ang hyperpoetry again. So hypertext poetry is a subgenre of visual poetry. Ato ang gyapon balik-balik na siya discuss, but let's read it. So, poetry is sometimes referred siya sa e-poetry, kinagagamit siya electronic and cyber poetry. Hyperlinks are embedded throughout, or in some cases, each word, phrase, or line. So each link brings to the reader to another page that defines or expands on the idea represented by the text of the poem. So mo to akong gipakita kaganina. So to better understand, nag-provide ko diri example of hyperpoetry nga. Nana siya animation gamit. So here the example of Watch Me Weep Butterflies by Lyra Kale Pajarello. So allow me to play the video no. Okay, mo to siya ang Watch Me Weep Butterflies. So, unsa inyong napansin, class? So, ang Watch Me Weep Butterflies by Lyra Kale Pajarello is vivid example siya of hyperpoetry. Nagablend siya og traditional poetry with multimedia. It uses butterflies no to symbolize fragility and transformation. The video features delicate butterfly imagery, and shifting colors, enhancing sa poem's emotional, deep, and animated text and dynamic sound design further immerse us viewers, no? Creating siya og rich, multi-layered experience that depends the exploration of its themes as mapansin ninyo kaganina. So, di ba, na siya animation, na siya shape positions, or change colors as you engage to it. So, mao na siya ang hyper poetry is all about. Na ay mga movement sa poetry and very visual form siya and related siya sa hypertext fiction and visual arts. So, mao lang to inyong timan-an everybody pag mga tag hyper poetry. So, now let's see no the difference unsay kalahian sa hyper poetry o traditional poetry nga ato ang nahibalaan. So, mo ni sila ang iyang mga difference pag mingon tag traditional poetry. Traditional poetry is a literature that uses aesthetic and often rhythmic qualities of language. Of course, sa traditional one, ang literature is nagagamit jud sila very beautiful kayo nga mga words like aesthetic one and rhythmic siya, quality of language. Well, sa hyperpoetry is same gihapon, but hyperpoetry is digital again and available siya on web page and uses hyperlinks. Katong ipakita na ako sa inyo kaganina nga example. Katong nag-click ta sa CPIGS and nato siya sa CPIGS. So, mo siya ang mga available siya sa web page and uses hyperlinks. Then, ang traditional poetry is created siya using a paper-based medium, while ang hyperpoetry is created siya using computer-based medium. So, makita dyan nimo ang iyang difference. Traditional one is paper, kaya siya paper-based medium. Diri is utilization of computer. So, created siya using computer-based medium. Then, traditional poets handle their language in such way that it evokes readers' imagination, creating a visual and order to readers' mind. Sa hyperpoetry naman, it involves lines, verse that appear with links to footnotes. Poetry generators, sub-poems, or poetry with images or movement. So, basically, ang difference jud nilang duha is sa traditional one is very paper-based medium, then wala siya ay more on, like, ang poetry nga atong naandan jud, while there is a hyper-poetry is na siya utilization of digital nga gamit, like computer-based medium siya. Naga-involve ang yung line nga mag-appear with links to footnotes. Just like what atong kita na akong example kaganina. Okay, so that's it. Again, ang hyperpoetry is
a form of digital poetry that utilizes the interactive capabilities of the internet to create a unique and dynamic reading experience. It is a relatively new genre emerging in the mid-1980s. With the rise of personal computers and the internet. Unlike traditional poetry, which relies on the printed page for its presentation, hyperpoetry is inherently digital, making use of hyperlinks, visual elements, sound effects, and other digital tools to engage the reader.
That's it, and thank you for listening.